Many parents tell me I never thought I'd be the kind of parent who allows screens at meal times. But life happens. Pandemic parenting happened. Work stress happened. So I get it. And for some of you, even single parenting might have happened. We do what we do to survive. So today is not about judgment. It's about taking one step towards the family meal times you have dreamt about. Hi, I'm Ankita, blending Montessori, neuroscience, music, and positive parenting to help you follow your amazing child from day one to forever. I see you. I see your struggle with screen time during meals, and I hear your frustration when tantrums erupt the moment you suggest pulling devices away. You're not alone. This is one of the most common challenges I hear from parents today. In fact, in my coaching practice, nearly 70% of parents report meals being dominated by screens in some way or the other. Let's talk about how to reclaim your family meal time, starting with just one meal without losing your cool in the process. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And I promise you it's possible. Here's the truth. If screens have become a constant companion during every meal, removing them will cause resistance. That's normal. Your child isn't being deliberately difficult. They are responding to a change in the pattern that feels comfortable and predictable to them. When your child throws a tantrum about the screen being taken away, they are not trying to manipulate you. Their developing brain is generally struggling with the transition. Think of it this way, for many children, screens during meals have become like a comfort object. Remember how your toddler might have reacted if you tried to wash their favorite stuffed animal or blanket once. That level of attachment is what we are working with here. I recently worked with a mom whose 4-year-old had watched videos during every meal since he was 18 months old. The first time she tried removing the tablet, he screamed for 45 minutes straight. By using the approach I'm about to share with you, within 2 or 3 weeks, they were having peaceful, screen-free dinners together. Let's take a moment to understand what's happening in your child's brain when screens are present and when they're taken away. Screen content, especially videos, social media, triggers dopamine release in the brain. Dopamine is our reward chemical, and children's developing brains are particularly sensitive to it. Over time, your child's brain has learned to associate meal time with this dopamine hit. When suddenly the screen appears, their brain experiences something similar to withdrawal. This isn't an exaggeration. The mechanisms are neurologically similar, though obviously less severe than drug withdrawal. This explains the intensity of the tantrums you're seeing. Your child isn't being difficult, their brain is actually protesting the absence of something it now expects. Understanding this can help us approach the situation with more empathy and patience. Before we dive into specific strategies, let's frame this correctly. This isn't about winning a power struggle. It's about gradually shifting to a family habit to create more connection. You are not taking something away from your child. You are making space for something better. And most importantly, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Small, consistent changes lead to lasting results. I want you to release any guilt you might be feeling about how things are right now. Many parents tell me I never thought I'd be the kind of parent who allows screens at meal times. But life happens. Pandemic parenting happened. Work stress happened. So I get it. And for some of you, even single parenting might have happened. We do what we do to survive. So today is not about judgment. It's about taking one step towards the family meal times you have dreamt about. Let's talk about how to successfully tackle just one meal without screens. Choose strategically. Pick the meal that's already the least rushed and most structured in your day. For many families, dinner works best, but you know your rhythms better than anyone else. For example, if mornings are already chaotic with getting everyone out of the door and firefighting, breakfast may not be the best place to start. If you're exhausted by dinner time, perhaps lunch on the weekend might be your entry point. You need to find your sweet spot. Give abundant notice to your child. Don't spring this onto your child. Start talking about it 2-3 days before you implement the change. Starting Tuesday, we are going to have dinner without screens as a family so we can talk more together. One mom in my practice created a simple countdown. 3 more dinners with tablets, then we're trying something new. This preparation significantly reduced resistance. Involve them in the decision making. Which meal do you think would be the easiest for us to try without screens? Breakfast or dinner? When children feel they have some agency in the change, they are more likely to cooperate. One 6-year-old in my practice suggested making breakfast screen-free but keeping dinner with screens. His parents started there, and within a few weeks, they were able to transition to dinner as well. So the point is, take it easy, take it slow. Set yourself up for success with these prep steps. Create a visual reminder. Make a simple sign or picture that can serve as a reminder about the new screen-free meal or rule. One creative family made a parking lot box decorated with their children where devices could rest during mealtime. The physical place to put the devices became a fun part of this ritual. Preparing engaging alternatives, have conversation starters, a simple game, or even a special centerpiece ready for the table, something exciting. Something as simple as a set of silly question cards can also work wonders. If you could be any animal at dinner time, what would you be? For older children, consider questions about their interests or would you rather scenarios. Plan a meal they love for the first screen-free day. A favorite food can really help ease the transition. One family I worked with made build your own pizza night their first screen-free meal. The activity of creating their own pizzas naturally led to engagement without screens. Set clear expectations about the length of the meal. Children do better when they know what to expect. We all sit at the table for 20 minutes tonight. I'm going to set this timer so you can see how much time is left. Now, let's talk about handling that tantrum because it will probably happen. Stay calm, validate. I see you're really upset about not having the screen. It's hard when routine changes. I'm here for you. Remember, your calm presence is a regulatory force in your child. If you escalate, they will too. So take a deep breath, speak slowly, hold the boundary with love and empathy. I understand this is difficult. And the rule for our dinner is still no screens. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Empathy doesn't mean giving in. You can acknowledge their feelings while holding the boundary and offer control choices. Would you like to put the tablet in the drawer yourself? Would you like me to keep it on the counter for after dinner? Choices give children a sense of control in the situation where they're feeling powerless. Just make sure both options lead to the outcome you want, which is no screens at the dinner table. Have a time-based endpoint. We will be eating for 20 minutes and then you can have your screen back. Use a visual timer if needed. Children often fear that once something is taken away, it's gone forever. Reassuring them that this is temporary can reduce anxiety. Be prepared for escalation before improvement. The first few times might be really challenging. That's normal. It doesn't mean your approach isn't working. Listen to this. One father I worked with said their first screen-free dinner ended with his 5-year-old under the table sobbing. By the 4th dinner, she was participating in the conversation. So you have to stay the course. You have to hold the boundaries. The key to maintaining the work is consistency. Same meal, which is dinner or lunch or breakfast, same rule every day. Help your children predict what's going to come because then they can thrive. When Monday dinner is screen-free but Tuesday isn't, it can create confusion and prolongs the adjustment period for children. So everyone follows the same rule, including you. Put your phone away too. Children learn more from what we do than what we say. If you're checking messages and taking calls while insisting they cannot watch videos, that double standard is going to undermine all your efforts. Please acknowledge improvement. I noticed you only asked for your tablet once during dinner today. That shows you're getting used to a new routine. That's amazing. Specific praise reinforces the behavior you want to see. Be genuinely excited about small progress. Don't give up after setbacks. There will be days when it falls apart, perhaps when everyone is tired, schedules are fully disrupted. Return to your routine the next day without shame or lengthy discussions. One mom shared with me that after 2 weeks of progress, they had a complete meltdown dinner when her child was overtired. The next day, they returned to their screen-free routine and they started moving forward. If the resistance is extremely high, consider using a bridge strategy. Start with half screen-free meal, allow the screen for the first half and then put it away and engage for the second half. Set a clear midpoint. When everyone has finished their main course, screens go away for dessert. Use a clear timer to signal the transition. And visual timers work well because children can see the time passing. When the red is all gone, it's time for screens to take a rest. Gradually extend the screen-free period until the entire meal is screen-free. So start with that 5 minutes of screen-free time to begin with if it's really difficult in your household. Eventually, the whole meal has to be screen-free. Consider a screen appetizer. Another approach is allowing a short video before the meal starts, and then screens go away when the food arrives. One family allowed their children to watch a 5-minute long video while waiting for the dinner to be served, but once plates hit the table, devices were gone. Remember, the goal isn't just removing screens, it's replacing them with connection. So you have to be fully present. Maybe you share the best part of your day or play 2 truths and a lie. One family I work with does rose, thorn and bud, sharing their best part of the day, which is the rose, the hardest part of the day, which is the thorn, and something that they're looking forward to, which is the bud. Keep conversation light and positive during this transition period. This isn't the time to discuss behavior problems, school concerns, rules. Focus on topics your child genuinely enjoys talking about. Use meal prep as a connection time. Having your children help with simple tasks can create a wonderful meal experience. Young children can tell lettuce, stir batter, set the table, pour the batters. This investment makes them more present at meal times. Celebrate the benefits you're seeing. I love hearing about your day. When we had screens at the table, I missed out on all these stories. Help your children see what they're gaining, not what they're giving up. That's key. Now let's address some situations that might come up. So if your child completely refuses to eat without a screen and your job now is to provide nutritional meal at regular intervals, you have to remember it's your child's job to decide whether and how much to eat. Don't make eating another power struggle. One approach is to say, it's okay if you're not hungry right now. When we eat dinner, we don't use screens during meals. The food will be here for 20 minutes. If you change your mind, we can, eat then. Second scenario could be, my partner doesn't support screen-free meals. Co-parenting disagreements can undermine your efforts, absolutely. So have an adult conversation away from the children. Please talk to your partner about why you have the desire for screen-free meals. Try to find common ground. Perhaps agree to a trial period. Let's try this for 2 weeks. If we notice any positive changes, we can continue. We're too tired for conversation by dinner time. Another scenario could be that, we're too tired for conversation by dinner time, but that's the only meal that's possible. So yes, I understand this is a concern. Consider having a box of simple conversation starters using a family-friendly game like 20 questions or something. One single parent I worked with found out that playing gentle music during dinner created a very pleasant atmosphere in our home without demanding more energy than she had after work. Changing old habits takes time. There will be setbacks. Some days will be harder than others. What matters most is not perfection, but persistence. Start with one meal, stay consistent, celebrate small wins, and remember, reclaim your meal times from screen is important because you're giving your child something far more valuable than any content that screen can give them. You're giving them your presence, your attention, and the chance to develop social skills that will serve them throughout life. Research shows that regular family meals without distractions are associated with better academic performance, reduced risk of substance abuse, improved family relationships. The effort you're now making is an investment in your child's future. One mother told me recently, after 6 weeks of screen-free dinners, my daughter actually said she prefers talking to watching videos while we eat. I never thought we'd get here, is what she told me. So I'm telling you, you will get there too. One meal at a time. You've got this. Involving children in prep time not only benefits their interest in meals, it's also developing their motor skills. Now let me tell you a couple of activities that your children can do. Soaking grains or rice the previous night if you're going to be cooking. Simple cold cutting, peeling, anything that's a little bit challenging can always interest them. Use your child's help to make a salad and serve it to everybody at home. That can be really powerful because that can really help them feel that they're part of this household. So please try meal preps with your children, and also setting the table and making it interesting for your children with lovely napkins, probably a placemat. That has worked really beautifully in my family to encourage my child to sit at the dining table and eat. If you like this video, if this was helpful, please like it. Do comment, tell me the strategies that work for you. Another parent reading this could benefit from it too. So all the best for your screen-free journey, one meal at a time.